Is the return of a key player on the horizon for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Fans have been anxiously awaiting news on their injured goaltender, and we finally have an update that could change the course of the season. With a strong start to the campaign and a light schedule ahead, could this be the moment we see him back on the ice? Make sure you're subscribed and give us a thumbs up to stay in the loop with all the latest Maple Leafs news. Today, I want to dive into some much-anticipated news coming from the Toronto Maple Leafs camp regarding injured goaltender Josph Woll. After a rocky start to the season with Woll sidelined, we finally got an update, and it's looking promising. He hasn't skated since before the season opener, and for a player whose health has been a concern, this latest news feels like a breath of fresh air. Woll entered the 2024-25 season with a bit of a cloud hanging over him, mainly due to his injury history. We all remember how his season ended last year, getting hurt during Game 6 against Boston. It was a tough break, especially considering the hopes we had for him this summer. The Leafs were counting on the 26-year-old to be a cornerstone in goal, sharing duties with Anthony Stolarz. But just before the season kicked off, he picked up a lower body injury, which landed him on IR. Talk about bad timing. With the Leafs kicking off the season with 3 games in 4 days, it's been a hectic start. However, they've managed to ease into a lighter schedule this week, with just 2 home games. And here's the exciting part. Head coach Craig Berube shared some optimistic news earlier today. Woll was on the ice ahead of practice, feeling better, and he could be joining the team soon. This is a significant development, and it has me buzzing with excitement. Now, what does this mean for Woll's status moving forward? Well, it's still a bit unclear. Given that the schedule is lighter, it's possible we could see him sneak in a few practices before making his return this weekend. But there's also the option of playing it safe and holding him out until next week. I find myself torn here. On one hand, I want to see him back between the pipes as soon as possible. But on the other, the team needs to ensure he's fully healthy to avoid any long-term issues. Looking at the current situation, Anthony Stolarz and Dennis Hildeby have stepped up admirably in Woll's absence. They've done a solid job, and there's no immediate rush to activate Woll. It gives the coaching staff some flexibility, and as of Thursday, Woll will be eligible to come off IR. Once he returns, I expect to see a pretty balanced timeshare in goal, at least until one of them proves they can handle a heavier load. But here's where my concern lies. Will that equal split be enough to keep both of them sharp, especially moving into the crucial months of the season? Let's talk about the bigger picture here. The Maple Leafs have a lot riding on this goaltending situation. If we can find a rhythm and stay healthy, it could be a game changer for this team. The playoffs are still a bit down the road, but we all know how important it is to have a reliable goaltender when the games matter most. It's a critical piece of the puzzle, and I can't help but feel a mix of hope and anxiety about how this will all play out. So, I want to hear from you. Do you believe that the Maple Leafs are making the right decision in handling Woll's return? Personally, I'm a bit on the fence. While I want to see him back, I also understand the importance of being cautious. What are your thoughts? Do you think the coaching staff is playing it smart, or should they push for a quicker return? Let's get that conversation going in the comments below. As we keep an eye on Woll's progress, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. You won't want to miss any updates as we follow the Maple Leafs through this roller coaster of a season. And don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with fellow fans who are just as passionate about the Leafs as we are. Activate the notification bell to stay updated on every important moment. Let's come together as a community and support our team, because every game counts, and we need to be ready for whatever comes next